Okay. Suggest it, please suggest the topic. You mean differentiability or you mean differentiation? What do you mean? Which part you want? Which part? Anything is there specially for the textbook? And then which part? That is at least you have to suggest. No, differentiation is a vast branch as wide as cosmos. So which part I should take that I'm asking? Anything? Special part? Okay, you don't say anything. Okay, then I can start with. Ordinarily, mathematical class need not be done by me because it is the person who asked me to come over here. He asked me to take the classes for AIT JEE. Okay, JEE based classes. And therefore, just I'm asking some doubt. You may clear my doubt. What is meant by continuity of a function? Only continuous function can be differentiated. Is it correct? Continuous functions can be differentiated, or a non-continuous function can also be differentiated. Continuous function. All continuous functions can be differentiated. Which one? Differentiable functions. Okay, you are correct. Exactly right. That is the correct answer which I wanted to know. Okay, all functions cannot be differentiated because some functions, specialized functions, even though they are continuous, they may not be differentiable. Okay, fine. Okay, I agreed. And to test the continuity, basically what is required, you are supposed to find the limits. Limit is essentially needed to find out the discontinuity of a function. That do you agree? Limit? Okay. Anyway, this is 30 minutes allowed and it should be based upon IIT level, and therefore we can do one thing. I can ask certain questions and through that I can understand, and through that you will learn a concept. What is this one? What is the value of this limit? 1. You are sure? And then what about the sign of limit of x tends to 0 of sine 1 by x divided by 1 by x? That's also equal to 1. Do you think like that? Anyway, it is not equal to 1. Okay. X tends to 0. This has to be 1 if and only if x tends to 1 by x. If x tends to 1 by x, that is okay. Okay, here it is x tends to 0. And that's why just I wanted to know to what extent you know the limit. And anyway, this is equal to 1. I agreed. Then, limit of x tends to 0, tan x divided by x, that's also equal to 1. Okay. And the limit of x tends to 0, e raised to x minus 1 divided by x, that's also 1. Clear? Limit of x tends to 0, logarithm of 1 plus x divided by x, that's also 1. Do you agree? And then what about that limit of x tends to 0 of 1 minus of cos x divided by x? 1 minus cos x divided by x. What is that value? Can you say something about it? 1 minus cos x divided by x? 1 by 2 or x by 2? 1 by 2. Then what is the method you are following here? And suppose this is equal to x square. 1 minus cos x divided by x square. Have you studied L'Hospital's rule? L'Hospital's rule? You know. What is that method? Are separately differentiated. Separately differentiated without considering the quotient rule. Okay, fine. So we can do like that. This is equal to when 0 is applied here, that is 1 minus 1, that is 0 divided by 0. Therefore, we can apply that certainly. X tends to 0, that is 0 minus of sin x. Okay, is it correct? And this will be This is equal to, is it correct? 1 minus of cos x, that you are differentiating. Cos x is minus of sin x, therefore minus minus. Okay, sin x by x. Okay, so you are getting 1 by 2. Okay, simply I asked. Simply these things I am asking. And here, continuity have you studied? Okay, then let f of x is equal to e raised to x minus of 1 or square sine of x by a sine square x divided by 4. This happens when x not equal to 0. This is equal to 12 when x equal to 0. Then find. Suppose this is a question. Actually, it's a question of 2 years ago. It was asked by IIT JEE Mains. Okay. And anyway, this problem, how will you solve this problem? Generally, then what will be the method that you are adopting? Because you require IIT model class, that's why you don't want to introduce then various concepts of limits and all. Then what is the method you are going to find out here? It's a problem of IIT JEE. Just can you suggest a method to evaluate this one? What is the continuity? What is the condition for continuity? IIT class can be taken after reaching the wavelength of the children, then only it can be done. Otherwise, that will be boring for you. And what else you feel that is, what is meant by continuity? A function is continuous at a point. What does it mean? Sit down, sit down. A function is continuous at a point. Girl, you are keeping modern technologies and all, okay. Then most modern technologies. But my mathematics is very ancient, primitive, and aboriginal. Okay. Then what is the statement that the function is continuous at the point x equal to a? What does it mean? And left hand limit to 0. Left hand limit should be 0. Functional value at that point. Okay. And the left hand side limit and the right hand side limits are essentially needed. And in which situation you are taking LH limit and RH limit separately? Piecewise functions. Piecewise functions, because on both sides of that particular value, the function will take different functional form. Okay, I agreed that you are correct exactly. Okay. If it is like that, and it is given that x not equal to 0 means that is tending to limit, is it correct? X equal to 0 and x not equal to 0, where limit is to be taken, here or here? X is tending to 0 means x is not equal to 0. Correct? Na? X will never be equal to 0. X will be coming closer and closer and closer and closer to it. But it will never be equal to 0. In such a situation only we are going to take limit. So you are supposed to take the limit of this part. You should take the limit of this part. That limit will be equal to value of the function at x equal to 0. Okay, because this is continuous. I said you, this is continuous at x equal to 0. That information is also given to you. So this function is continuous at x equal to 0. Once it is known that it is continuous means definitely then what happens? This limit will be equal to 12. Do you agree? Correct? Therefore, immediately you can equate that 12 will be equal to limit of this function. Correct? Therefore, as long as you are going to find out this continuity, and limit is the essential thing. Limit is contributing to continuity, differentiability, all these things, limit is contributing. Okay? And that extends to 0 situation. Extends to 0 does not mean that x equal to 0, but it can be very small and that can be made as small as you please. How long that can be made, how much you can make it simpler and simpler and smaller, and whenever you are getting satisfaction, till that time you can do. So that is the method. Okay. Then this limit is to be evaluated. Then only you can equate it now. This should be evaluated, that should be equated to 12. Okay, you evaluate it, please. Please evaluate. It's a problem of IIT JEE. IIT JEE question, just now only he. Then some more complication can be given. Logarithm of 1 plus 1 plus x all to the power of, okay, 1 plus x by 4 that you can take. Okay, this is the question. Okay, how will you take it? You must be thinking that why I am keeping a single problem here and all these things. I want to put a concept for that. So for an IIT, that concept is very important. I am putting here that is logarithm of 1 plus x by 4. See here. This is e raised to x minus 1 all square sin x by a logarithm of 1 plus x by 4 to the base e. Normally to the base e, this need not be written because it is a natural logarithm. That need not be taken. Okay. And that need not be written here. Obviously, logarithm means that is natural logarithm only in mathematics. And will you be able to find out this limit that can be equated to 12? Then you will get the value, I hope so. Okay. By this problem, I want to give an IIT point which is not noted in the textbook, and generally that may not be found in any of the textbook. Okay. But this is your experience. Anyway, you are not able to solve it within 1 minute. That I am sure. In 1 minute, this may not be completed. Because first you have to take e raised to x minus 1 by x. Then only that can be equal to 1. Okay. You may have to bring an x here. Then you may have to multiply with an x. That is the first step. Sin x by a, then you have to get x by a here. Then only the same thing should be happening here. Then only you can take the limit equal to 1. Correct? And the logarithm of 1 plus something divided by the something should be there. Once something is placed here means then again you have to multiply with the same thing. Correct? Then only the final work will be over. That is the method of finding out the limit. Okay. Now, I am thinking in a different way. This thing, whatever you have learnt in plus 2 level, whatever your teacher has taught you, and that is the act 1. Okay. They are contributing the essential wild substance of the subject, no doubt. But we are manipulating that result. That is the success of an IITian. Okay. Within no time, you will get the answer. For that, we are doing. Okay. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equal to 1, which shows that when x tends to 0, or when x is very small, I should write, when x is very small, then you are going to write the sin x will be equal to x. Is it right? You can make a cross multiplication. Okay, sin x equal to x. And therefore, I can say that this tan x will be equal to x. Clear? And therefore, e raised to x minus 1 will be equal to x. Do you agree? Logarithm of 1 plus x will be equal to x by cross multiplication. Now think about that situation here. This you are going to find out the limit when x tends to 0. Correct? Therefore, e raised to x minus 1 will be written as simply x. Therefore, it will be converted into x. Okay. Therefore, this is equal to x square. Okay. Sin x by a will become x by a only. Okay. Which one? X tends to 0 means definitely x by a will be tending to 0 now. So that anybody knows, that is only 5th standard syllabus. Okay. X tends to 0, a is a constant value. Okay. Therefore, you can write, therefore, this is equal to sin x by a will be written as x by a. Okay. Therefore, this can be written as x divided by 4. Do you agree? And then going like this, then a will be equal to, then you find it out. I hope that a equal to 3. Is it correct? Check. So you got the technique? Whatever you have studied in limit is exactly right. Whatever is seen in the textbook is exactly right. By this method, this is we are understanding and manipulating the result. That is the success of a mathematics student. Okay? Because it is the queen of the subject. It is the queen of sciences. You just convert. Then when x is very small, this is the method we are going to. So you are getting a equal to 3. Okay. Then it requires only 10 to 15 seconds to solve it. You are getting 2.5 minutes to solve an IIT main problem. Within 30 seconds, you will be answering any question. Okay. But the method is rather different. So I wanted to give a concept. You got the concept? Whatever you have learned, just cross multiply and the condition you may have to think about it. Okay. X tends to 0 means that is becoming smaller and smaller. For example, 2048 is the value of a thing from Amazon. So I agreed with Amazon that I will give 50% of the amount at the end of every month. Okay. So how much I have to pay at the end of this month? 1024. Okay. Next month I will give 512. Next month 256. Then 128, 64, 32, 16, 8421. When I owe 1 rupee, I will give only 50 paisa. When I owe 50 paisa, I will give 25 paisa. When 25 paisa I owed by me, then I will give 12.25, then 12.5, then 6.25. Like that it goes on. Will it come to a termination at any time? No. That situation is called x tends to 0. Okay, it will never be equal to 0, but it will be coming closer and closer, and the difference between 0 and that number will be made as small as you please, according to Newton in Principia. As small as you please. So whenever you are happy, how much you can make it smaller and smaller and smaller, you do like that. So that situation itself is called x tends to 0. Clear? And this method is clear for you? I was faster a little bit. You could understand it? This method you got it? Okay, fine. That's a very good problem. It's a IIT problem. And there is one more IIT problem. Because after Hyderabad class only I came yesterday. At that instant only by 9:30 only that fellow called me. That's why I could not bring any printed questions to you. Otherwise, we'll be giving printed questions for some homework I will give you right now. That homework you will do, and then you can see that answer you are getting within 30 seconds. You will get the answer, I am sure. Okay. But you have to follow my method, which may not be available in the textbooks. That is gained through practice and understanding the subject in a better fashion. Okay? This is okay for you? You are getting A equal to 3 very easily. Otherwise, if this question is given for board exam also, you will be suffering a setback. It's not easy to find it out. It will take some time. And getting the answer is not our aim. An average student is able to get the answer. Okay? But getting the answer in the stipulated time period, that is our aim. And for that I am trying. Got the idea? I hope all of you are interested in IIT JEE. Sorry, is it right? So I can give. Now I will give a question to you. Can I give a question? Okay. As a homework? I can give a question as a homework. Or right now you can solve. Right now you can solve this question. This is f of x equal to, and this is equal to logarithm 1 plus 5x minus of logarithm 1 plus alpha x to the base e, the whole divided by x when x not equal to 0, and that is equal to 10 when x equal to 0. And this function is continuous at x equal to 0. Then alpha is, that is my question, and a that is 10, this is minus 10, and c is 5, and d is minus of 5. So these are the questions. It's a problem of JEE. Within no time you will solve it. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure you will solve it. My help is not needed. Because we are going to see that logarithm of 1 plus x by x equal to 1. Limit x tends to 0. Okay. And therefore, log 1 plus x equal to x. Can you see something here? Log 1 plus something. That is 5x. Okay. Minus logarithm of next one. That is alpha x. Divided by x. Okay. And that should be equated to. Why are you taking 1? No differentiation, nothing. Oh, you are going to L Hospital rule. He must have been seduced by L Hospital. Okay. L Hospital is actually wrong. That is L'Hopital. L'Hopital. That is the name. Don't say L Hospital. Unfortunately, Indians call it. L'Hopital rule. Okay. Hospital rule, you say. Okay. So he must have seduced you. And okay, this is x. You write x only. Okay. That can be equated to 10. Okay. Alpha equal to -5. How? It is minus no. Okay. Question is given. Okay. You check and find it out. 5 or -5. You got the idea? Straight away you are getting now. And if such a question is coming in limit, then you will be able to do it very easily. Okay, it's a problem of IIT JEE question. Because taking a theory class and the theory, anything, if you want the differentiation from the fundamental principle of differentiation up to the end of second derivative, I can do within 1 hour or 1.5 hours. But here, limited time only. That's why I am taking like this, with the kind permission of sir. Okay. So, are you happy with it? You got it? Okay, fine. So that is another question that I can give. And if it is like that, then okay. It's IIT JEE 2024. 2024. Anyway, this class is ideally meant to see that whether my language is okay for you and my presentation is okay for you and my subject knowledge is okay for you, that you may have to decide. Okay, for that only this class is there. Therefore, you can solve this problem. Let us say f of x equal to, and this is given to be x cube, 1 minus of cos 2x whole square logarithm 1 plus 2x e raised to minus 2x, the whole divided by 1 minus x e raised to minus x whole square when x not equal to 0, and this is equal to alpha when x equal to 0 is continuous. This is continuous at x equal to 0, and then alpha is equal to, that's my question. 2031. 2031. These are the answers given. Can you find it out? If a question is given like that, all on a sudden you will be exactly in a trouble. Because to find out the limit and all this s cube 1 minus cos 2x all square like that, it is coming like this. Okay. Then what can you do? Okay. Any method is there that you can find out. Okay. Limit of x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, a standard result. When x is very small, you can write 1 minus cos x will be equal to x square by 2. It's a standard result. IIT is testing with this formula. Many years they have asked one question based upon that formula. It's a very simple formula. Therefore, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is 1 by 2. Therefore, 1 minus cos x can be written as this x square will come here, cross multiplication, x square by 2. That will be useful there. Now you can find it out very easily. Okay. Logarithm of this one. Okay. And logarithm of a ratio that you can take log m minus log n. Okay. Logarithm of m by n is equal to log m minus log n. Okay, that will be better. Then this one square. Square is only for this one. Okay. This square is only for that one. Then whatever I told you, that is enough. That's why half an hour will be completed within 10 minutes. That's why this will be completed. Okay. S cube by 1 minus cos 2x all square. How will you write? X cube will be written as such. Okay. Limit of x tends to 0, f of x should be equal to f of 0, and that is f of 0 is equal to alpha. Okay. F of 0 is given to be alpha. And you are supposed to find out the limit of this one. This is our cardinal point. This limit you have to find out. For that, my technique will be worthful or not. You check. That you check and find out. Then you will be escaping from my grip. Don't worry. You tell me. limit of x tends to 0, this s cube will be written as such. And how will you write this one? 1 minus cos x, this is x square by 2. 1 minus 2x means 2x whole square by 2. Okay, that is 2x whole square by 2. Therefore, 2x whole square by 2. Okay, 2x whole square by 2. Okay, then one more square is to be done. Why? Because this is square. Clear? That is into logarithm of, then 1 plus something, and this is written like this, logarithm of this quantity. Therefore, log m minus log n. Therefore, logarithm of, how will you write? 1 plus 2x e raised to minus 2x minus logarithm of 1 minus x e raised to minus x. But here there is a 2, therefore it should be multiplied with it. Logarithm will be written like that. Logarithm of x raised to n equal to n into logarithm of x. Correct? Power into logarithm. So it will come like this. Okay, now it is logarithm of this one. And now you can take, from here itself you can take, this can be simplified. You simplify it. Simplify it, 2x whole square, that is 4x square whole square. Okay, then simplifying, what you are getting remaining? 1 by 4x. 1 by 4x. Okay, let it be 1 by 4x. And then this will be equal to logarithm of 1 plus something. What is it? Something only. You write it. Minus 2 into logarithm of 1 minus something. Okay, therefore you will get minus something. This is 1 minus something is 1 plus minus something. Correct? Na? A minus b equal to a plus minus b. Correct? And therefore you are writing like this. Then you are getting, this is logarithm of, this can be logarithm of 1 plus something, that is equal to 2x e raised to minus of 2x. Correct? Okay. Okay for you? Then minus of, and how will you write? This is 2 into, this is equal to minus of x e raised to x. Okay. Can you take, and here you can see that this is 2x, here also 2x, that can be taken outside. And here there will be a cancellation, and therefore you are getting 1 by 2 here. Okay. And then here you are getting e raised to 0 plus e raised to 0, that is again 2. Okay. So your answer will be 1. Clear? Got the idea? Once again I will explain. This is my method. This method is not the Pala method. Okay. This is a method that is developed by Pala Brilliant. I am also a faculty of Pala. Therefore, this is called Pala method. X cube. This is 2x whole square by 2 whole square. That you got it. You simplified 1 by 4x. This is written as logarithm of 1 plus something. Okay. Logarithm of 1 plus something is something. Minus this minus 2 into logarithm of 1 plus something is something. That 1 plus something is here, it is 1 minus something. So that is written. Minus minus will become plus. Okay. 2x will come outside. And that will be cancelling. And here e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. Plus e raised to 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 2. 2 2 will be cancelled. So your answer is 1. Got the idea? So our method is, we are taking a photostat with your eyes. Okay. You are simply looking into the textbook and then you are writing the answer. That is my technique. Is it okay for you? This is for IIT. For board examination questions, I will solve any question under the sun, I will solve. Nothing to worry. Okay. Mathematics is the queen of sciences. So without mathematics, there is even a small branch of any science will not be flourishing, even social science. Okay. Sir will be thinking about the economics and then about demand curve and all these things. Everywhere we are using mathematics. So without mathematics, nothing can win. Okay. Be very proud of being mathematicians. So you got the idea? So one concept is introduced here. The concept is, this kind of limit should not be studied like this. This is to be studied like this because you need it. Sin theta by theta equal to 1, that is required in optics. In ray optics, you require that one. And even in the parallax method of first chapter of physics first year, that you need this one. And everywhere it is applied. But that is true. But we have to understand that mathematical knowledge and mathematical truth in a different way. That is called manipulation. So anything you listen, then you try to understand the inner meaning of it. That is enough. From that inner meaning, it is understood. So we are making them as the standard results. Okay, which will be facilitating the problem solving very easily. Okay, very limited time. Can I move? Are you happy with it? Okay, thank you. So if you are continuing means we will create a miracle in mathematics. Do a miracle in mathematics. And you must have seen all the types of videos and all these things you are seeing, many videos and all. Okay, in textbooks and all. But the methodology which we are practicing in our class, that will be ideal for your school only. Okay, that they cannot do. They are still in infancy. We are very serious people. Okay. At least you could understand the method which I made here. You could understand it. Okay, that's enough. Sir, can we go?